If you clicked on this video, it's probably because right now you feel stuck. You are tired of your own bullshit. You know you are capable of more, but every day you wake up and you feel like your life is a mess. Your habits, your routine, your focus, maybe even your mindset. But here's the good news. You can actually unfuck your life completely. And that's what we're going to do right now. I'm going to walk you through the process that I call the reboot protocol, which is the same thing that I used when I felt completely lost. So, step number one is cut the noise. You can't, you cannot rebuild your life while your brain is drowning in garbage. Okay, I'm talking about the dopamine overload, TikTok, porn, random YouTube videos to fill up the time, junk food, gossip, endless scrolling. Every single one of these things keeps you numb and disconnected from reality. So for 1 week, go on a dopamine detox. Not forever, just long enough to clear your mind. Delete the junk apps, the apps that make you lose a lot of time, like TikTok, for example, and Instagram, the typical ones. Stop watching content that doesn't serve you. Eat clean, move your body, sleep properly, etc. When your brain quiets down, your brain fog disappears, and now you can think clearly. You feel less stressed because the constant noise on the phone and the social media keeps your brain nervous and too active. Now be careful because you can go on a dopamine detox for a few days and then go back to the endless scrolling and the old habits. So you go on a hard dopamine detox for a few days and then you go on a soft dopamine detox basically forever. And if going on a dopamine detox forever scares you, then you, my friend, have a phone, TikTok scrolling addiction. So even more reason for you to be on a dopamine detox. Now the next step is to face the mess head on. You can't unfuck your life if you pretend it's not really that bad, okay? Take one day, just one moment, half an hour it's gonna take you, and look at your life with brutal honesty. Ask yourself really, what's broken? What's draining you? What habits are keeping you weak? Who around you is holding you back, or what things are holding you back? Write it all down. Do not sugarcoat it, okay? Do not make excuses. Because if you cannot face the mess, then you cannot clean it up. Okay, that moment of honesty, that's where the real change begins. Now, step three is to simplify everything. Most people try to fix their life by adding more things, new routines, new goals, new apps, new systems. But that is exactly how you stay overwhelmed and you end up doing nothing. You do not need more, you actually need less. So pick three things that actually matter to you. For example, your body, your money, and your mind. And every decision should serve one of these three things. And if it doesn't, cut it out. And once life gets simple, progress becomes easier. Now, step four is to move your body like your life depends on it, because it does. You do not need to be an athlete or run a marathon, but you need to train every day. Go lift, run, do push ups, box, whatever. It doesn't matter what. What matters is to stay active. You don't have to work out every day, but you have to move every day. You can go to the gym, go for a hike, go for a walk, play any sport, or even do some cardio at home. Because when your body moves, your mind also moves. You release the tension, the frustration, the laziness that's been clogging your system, and you feel so much better. Now, step five is to create momentum through small wins. Now, here's the twist. You don't rebuild your life by aiming for massive goals. If your life is kind of fucked up right now, if you are the laziest motherfucker ever, you rebuild it by collecting small wins every day. You make your bed, You read a few pages. You eat one clean meal. You go outside, you get sunlight. You talk to one new person. Every little win tells your brain, okay, we're back on track. And soon you start believing it. You start feeling like a man who's got his life together. Because momentum feels great, feels like you're making progress because you are actually making progress and you feel so much happier. And momentum beats motivation every time. So take these small wins that you can make every day to start feeling like a winner and start getting momentum. Now, the next step is to build your identity again. Here's the thing that most people don't really understand. Your habits don't change your life unless your identity changes first. You have to stop thinking like the guy who messed up. You can't fix your life while still seeing yourself as the same person who ruined it. So decide who you want to be, not in some vague, ideal way. Literally write it down. How does that man think? How does he act? What does he do when he wakes up? When he's tired? When he's angry? And every single day, ask yourself one question. What would that man do right now? And then do it. That's how you reprogram your life. Now, the final step is to stay dangerous. Now, I am going to admit that this might sound a little corny, okay? But the thing is that once you start rebuilding your life, people are going to test you. Distractions will come back, and old habits will whisper to you very seductively. So you have to stay sharp, okay? You have to remind yourself that you've earned this peace through discipline, this progress, this happiness, this new version of yourself, and this new life, okay? And that version of you that was lost, he's gone now. He's gone, but you do have to keep him that way because he is going to try to come back to you. And you have to protect your habits like your life depends on it, because it actually does. You don't need to have it all figured out. You just need a new life, basically. When you strip away the noise, you take responsibility, you move your body, you rebuild the momentum, and you act like the man you're supposed to be. Your life will unfuck itself. You will look back in 6 months and you will barely recognize the person that you were.